Greetings, Leo, and happy birthday. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I am here to do your August 2019 general love reading. So this will be for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. Jupiter if you are attracted to the masculine, Venus if you're attracted to the feminine. That's mostly why I read for Jupiter. I know other readers don't. Some do. Some don't. But anyways, yeah, so I want to go ahead and get into this reading. Please subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for all the future messages that are coming. Leave your comments and like the video as well. Cross watchers, you are welcome. I will be reading from the perspective of Leo. Again, happy birthday. So first off, shuffled and meditated, we've got a glare on the screen is what we got. But that's number 2, the card of Flint, and that's clarified in the sub-crown by Soldier reverse, and the card of Misfortune in the upright position. Interestingly enough, we've got Impasse, okay? And we've got Self-Worth, and then we have Passion. The reason that I say interestingly enough is because all 3 cards were poppers when I shuffled extensively, and these were cards these are cards rather, of the second chakra, which is dealing with emotions and really being emotionally sound and stable and emotionally aware of everything that's going on within you that is needed to be healed, that is just needed to be explored so you can further understand yourself and your past and how to propel your future. Under that, we had the card of Destiny that fell out as well. What I'm seeing from the cards is that there's somebody who needs some closure. You need some closure, Leo. Either you or another person. Now, I sense that there's a certain duality in here to where you both may have Leo in your chart. If you're watching, you may be Leo Sun, you may be Leo Jupiter, you may be Leo Venus, Leo Rising, whatever. But I'm sensing that there's an individual that's needing closure, or it could be both individuals that need closure. Now, someone in this situation was an extreme player. They were super irrational, sort of a control freak. These are the things when we have the Soldier reverse. Now, this also could be someone, if you were dealing with someone who maybe suffers from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, something like that. Or this is someone who just has a bad temperament because, I see someone who may have been abused as a child, someone who, had a very tough life, and how they carry it out in love is they tend to be very aggressive, alcoholics, they may cheat, so on and so forth. But I don't know what you may be needing clarity on, if you're needing an apology. I sense that there's something, though, when I look at these cards over here, the Chakra Wisdom, is that there's something that you feel is left to understand about this person that may in turn help you understand yourself. When we have Impasse here, there's a blockage with getting anywhere with this person, which could be also indicative of the blockages that may have been within you as it pertains to what you were dealing with emotionally, what you chose to deal with emotionally, or compared to what you projected. So that's when we bring up self-worth, passion, and destiny. So understanding your true purpose, you may feel as it pertains to this lesson, is going to be oriented around getting closure with this person. There's something left to discuss. Maybe there's a conversation that y'all haven't had that's super crucial. Maybe this person has not just completely said those words that they're over you. Maybe this person is still telling you that they love you, but not really doing the things that they need to do to where it would be shown and evident. But let's see what is furthered in this whole clarity issue. What do my Leos need clarity on? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. Ooh. It's a lot of cards, but I'll take them. This Sibylla deck, my first deck ever. This is one of the only decks that I will take. If I drop, 4, 5, 6 cards, I'll take them. Just I don't know. I don't know. How many? 5. So we've got joyfulness, faithfulness, constancy. Oh my God, so pathetic. Oh, I just got it. Service reverse and the enemy. Okay, hold on. Before I even pull Tarot and Wonderland. Ugh. Hold the fucking phones. Okay. So, remember how I said, like, this is a person who probably doesn't, like, do the things, you know, that it takes. Do the things to show you that they love you, Leo. They're not doing the things. So, we've got this joyfulness card, which could be indicative of third-party situations that they've put you in, honestly. But it shows that there was always a juggle and a balance with their time. I feel like there were fun times at a certain point in the relationship, but this is more indicative of how there always had to be something else that was included in the merriment that y'all had. Like, you two just couldn't have it together or something. You know, they always had to have like this external influence where there was other people that they were dealing with, other people that they allowed into the business, like what they would tell them, and then, you know, be influenced by their opinions from their response. You know, going out and spilling the tea and somebody says, maybe speaking negative on you or the situation, and then that person, you know, embodies that like, yeah, because, you know, all that garbage. And, you know, but they're sticking around. And the thing with faithfulness, it's usually a good card, but this isn't what I'm reading here. Somebody who's going to be loyal. Faithful? Yes. Loyal? No. Constancy is telling me about persistence that they may have to keep you in their life. Loyal? No. Consistent? Yes. So what I'm trying to say is you got somebody who will be faithful and consistent in like, in being there. If you'll be down with them, and when I say down, I literally mean down. If you will be on a certain level with them, if they could get you down how they used to in the past, they will always try. But, you know, what this dog is looking towards is always the good time, you see? And I think you're just kind of tired of the lack of accountability. You're tired of the fact that there haven't been any conversations had on all the shit that's ever happened. And now, but this person wants to continue to pursue you and continue to put off as if they want to be in your life. But it's like, okay, well, what the fuck, you know? Because there's no work put in. We got the servant card reversed. They're not doing jack shit. But this is the same person who, since you've cut them off, will spy on you. This is the same person who's all up in your DMs. This is the same person, if they're blocked or just maybe not in your DMs, this is the same person that will come and have people add you, okay? This is the same person who may make a fake profile, drive by your house. This is somebody who is completely irrational, feeling like they're kind of losing property here. Right, and what you're realizing through understanding this, and even affirmations in this reading to further understand this person doesn't have your best interest at heart. Okay, they really don't. So they have a lot of fear of losing you. There's a lot of doubt that is there. So let's take that too. You know, let's take that into account too. There's a lot of fear and there's a lot of doubt, but at the same time, what this is really saying to me is this is somebody who can come and try to promise you whatever the fuck they want, okay? But it's always gonna be about them keeping you down, okay? And having all the fun. You know, they've never had the type of comforts and luxuries that they've had with you. But at the same time, I don't feel that they want to change, okay? So with that being said, you know, as the Sibylla is telling me all this, when it comes to what I feel you need clarity on, is it's almost like maybe Leo, you know, we associate Leo so much with the ego, right? And how it could affect feelings, okay? Because we got all feelings here on the board. And I think you just want a moment of fucking honesty. It's not bad ego, you know what I'm saying? I think you just want like a moment of fucking honesty. You want to get everything out. Even if this is, you know, including like you expressing everything you have to express because you probably did your dirt too, and then having them express what they express. But this is like going to be emotionally healing for you. I feel like you've tried to just walk away and and it hasn't been like as successful because, just watching the time here, because you're like, fuck this. Like, I'm tired of just leaving shit unsolved. I'm tired of leaving shit unfinished. Because maybe there's this feeling that that's how you know people stay on your mind and they stay present. So when they do try to hit you up in the future or do this or this or that, you will be more inclined to invite them back in because, oh yeah, well, we never closed that chapter. Yeah, well, blah, 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 blah. It's almost like this is a really deep form of like well thought out, well planned out emotional manipulation on the part of the person that you're dealing with. Like for a person to even like know this, you know what I'm saying? That they could like haven't reached that far into the future would be kind of psycho. But it could just be a universal lesson. But maybe this, maybe these people do get that. That if they just kind of close off from you and kind of just always leave that, that question mark that you'll just, because as fixed signs, like I'm a Taurus, as a fixed sign, we like to just kind of get to the nitty gritty, to the definitive. And like, we don't like to leave our minds boggled too much. There's some shit we can just say, hey, fuck it, I don't care. But that's just if we absolutely don't care. When we have emotional involvement in something, we kind of care. So have or had, But, yeah, so Leo season it is. You wanting clarity? This is what the crowning card is talking about here with Flint. Leo's ruled by the sun, so things will become illuminated. And this is what I'm feeling like. Exactly what you want will happen. And when I see the card of destiny here, we're talking about understanding differences and coming to a common ground where people come from two different walks of life. Sometimes this can denote what we call race, but skin complexions that bring all the social differences. This could talk about religious and spiritual beliefs, but this could also just talk about people whose life experiences are just so different, like someone who's pure to someone who's a player. And when I say pure, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's pure, but there are people out there who haven't cheated. Like, I've never cheated on a partner, you know what I mean? So, what we get brought to as our counterparts, I feel, before we, may meet our true love, are the ones who are those opposites, so we can build character and strength and have some wisdom from that. So it's no shade to, anybody, just don't take this as shade is what I'm saying. I'm saying as though, I'm saying that we attract these things for a reason. And I've been on this side of things too, while the other person was that. So it's not like I'm just speaking from me being here to here. You know what I'm saying? Like we all kind of hit that. Eight of Cups. Getting that emotional closure, huh? That's what August is going to be. You're going to make sure. Eight of Cups. You got, what I see here is you're getting what you need and you're walking away. Like, okay, that's it. I got it. You getting what you need, you're walking away. Need you say more. And tarot, interpreted differently in different decks. But I know what I see here when I look at my tarot in Wonderland. You got what you needed. As far as the emotions were concerned, as we were talking about the second chakra, this, August is going to be about you getting what you needed. Some of you may be getting what you need now. The sun. There you go, Leo. Coming up in your reading. What? Coming up in your reading. And as I was saying, things will become illuminated. You better believe it. Things are going to come to light. Things are going to come to the surface. Baby, you better be ready. And then you'll be moving on to endless possibilities. Whatever you want to do. Sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. And I think you are going to be very sought after. I don't feel like you're going to be taken too much seriously. I think you're just going to be living. and enjoying and, you know, making connections and letting people admire you and letting people love on you and celebrate you in your season. And you're going to be just sound internally. So again, everything within your realms will be amazing as well. Oh, come on, cards. Yep. Ten of Wands. Donezo. We hit a level of completion here. And I feel as though that the weight, you know, again, that the weights are lifted. So now it's just on to you living your truth in your journey. Now, Two of Cups comes up. Like I said, you're going to be sought after. And there's going to be, you know, so you have opportunities for new love. There's going to be someone who I feel that comes in that's very serious, you know, because I feel like when, you know, like people are into us, we'll be like, and everybody's kind of shooting out the same energy. You know, they see you when they see you, and they, you know, they like to hug on you, and, oh, they'll get you a drink and ask you how you've been and this and that, or y'all go out to, you know, like, it's just like wherever you go when you see these people that are kind of out there, they're out there and they're about there, and that's just it. But what it is though, there's going to be somebody that just, and they're going to be like, yeah, you know, like some shit like that. Because I'm telling you, I feel like this is you, Leo, who's gonna, you know, going from the Eight of Cups to the Two of Cups towards something else. I feel like you are gonna spot somebody. And now, people are always gonna spot you. All right, you're always gonna be in the spotlight. People are always gonna spot you. But what I'm saying is, I feel like you, like, it's gonna be you that lets someone know that, like, they're chosen. Okay, Leos choose. We know this. Leos choose. And that's, come on, not every sign chooses. Let's be real. There's people in every sign that may choose, but Leos choose. I don't want nobody out here, you know, cross-watching, talking about, yeah. But yeah, you're gonna make somebody feel real special. You're gonna choose them, and you know, it's like I said, it's gonna be somebody who stands out. It's gonna be a great feeling. It's gonna be, you're gonna know because, you know, you're coming back into that emotional balance and homeostasis to where you flow with what feels right, and everything is being illuminated. So all the truth is out here, and you've got the passion, okay? With your ruler guiding you to ensure that, you know, you're just gonna just get better and better like a fine wine, you know. I definitely sense like a level up, like a sense of getting so strong for finally, because when you look at the orange cards and what they talk about with the second chakra and just the fact that there are three here, there has been a need to really dig into your emotions. And I say that because, you know, you've been putting it off, and that's why I'm so proud of you to see this, because this is you saying, like, you know, from those moments, like, hey, no, I need this fucking closure. I'm not gonna let my ego get in the way. Nothing else is gonna get in the way. Like, this is bullshit. I can't just have these incomplete situations anymore. Like I said, like, and this is when, like, the gong goes off, and you, instead of it being about the ego and just looking, you know, like you're coming out better in a situation, you're gonna make sure that you are able to take this last step to leave everything behind. And if that means getting your closure, Leo, do it. And I see you doing it. And that's why I say I'm so proud of you. I could barely even speak. I'm like jumping over my words. But yeah, because you know you've got things waiting for you, okay? And this card of self-worth is telling me that you know you are worth, you know, an explanation. You are worth, you know, like, how dare you try to get back into somebody's life but you don't feel like you have to tell them a thing or do a thing, you know, how dare they? And you don't want them back. The one thing you want is for them to be an adult, a man, a woman. Stop being a fucking child. That's the only thing you want. And I respect you for that, Leo. I love you. Happy birthday.